Now, Belfast is staging this year's European Brass Band Championships. They are taking place around now, and we're joined by the Event Manager Joe Cassells, and also with us a quartet from the European Youth Brass Band, from whom more later. You're all very welcome. It's very appropriate, Joe, that we should be having it here. I mean, we have a fine reputation for this kind of music.
Well, absolutely. I mean, the tradition of bands in Northern Ireland actually dates back 100 years now. Our own association celebrates its centenary at the beginning of this year, and we have some of the best brass, flute and accordion bands in the world.
I notice from the list of competitors that the Faroe Islands has a team here.
Absolutely. A band called the Torshaven Band from the Faroe Islands are competing for, I think, only the second time in this event. They're previous winners of their section, and they're coming all the way from the Faroes and arriving on Thursday.
Bit hard to look past the Black Dyke.
Black Dyke Band.
Defending the title?
Absolutely. Probably the best known brass band in the world, and they're current European champions, and they'll be here as well this weekend.
How much significance is it for people like yourself that this tournament, this competition is being held here?
Well, the tournament runs every year and has been going since 1978, so this is the first time it's been held in Ireland. So it's been 4 years hard background work for us to actually bring the event here for the first time.
And representing us?
The Laganvale Band from the Stranmillis area of Belfast will be hopefully doing us proud on Saturday morning.
Now tell us a bit about them.
They're a band that have been going since just after the First World War. They started off originally as a flute band, but in the 1930s changed their instruments from flute to brass. And as I say, they're the champion band for Northern Ireland for this year, and they'll be representing us in the Europeans.
Now, it's not just the playing, it's the composing that's important in all of this.
Well, absolutely. I mean, part of the event this week is also the final of a young European composer competition, and for the main event we've commissioned works from two Northern Irish composers, Ian Wilson and Elaine Agnew.
Now, do people therefore write specially for brass band?
In the case of Ian and Elaine, this is their first venture into the brass band medium. They're better known in the orchestral world, both having done pieces for the Ulster Orchestra, so it's quite a departure for them.
Have you heard the pieces that they have written?
I've read the music scores, but I haven't.
So what do you make of it? Well, what sort of thing is it?
These would be world premiere pieces. Ian's piece is inspired by a visit he made to the Cliffs of Moher in the west of Ireland, and Elaine's piece is a very interesting piece called Little Christmas, inspired by the story of the great big wind that happened in Ireland towards the end of the 19th century.
That's intriguing, because we associate this sort of music with marches, with much more traditional tunes.
Well, certainly, but I think the repertoire of the brass band now it extends across all various types of medium and quite serious music as well. Many of the orchestral players in our own Ulster Orchestra would all be from a brass band background.
Well, I tend to think, Joe, of perhaps, and I would say erroneously by the looks of things, of people involved in brass bands as getting on a bit. But I mean, a lot that you have in here today are all very young.
Getting on for mid-20s.
Part of the event this week is that we have formed especially a European youth brass band. So there are 38 players who arrived here on Sunday, staying in Stranmillis College, from I think 16 or 17 different European countries. And the 4 players you have today are from England, Wales, Scotland and Switzerland.
Very good.
We're going to hear from them very shortly now. But what is the enduring appeal of musicians with these instruments playing together? I mean, here's the next generation we're going to hear from now.
I think for young people to get involved, it's an opportunity to perform music on an individual basis, but within a group ensemble, which teaches not only musical skills, but I think skills for life in terms of teamwork and leadership.
Okay, just finally, before we hear the music, where do people hear this music during this competition?
Well, we have some free outdoor performances in Belfast City Centre at lunchtimes, as well as outside the waterfront, and the main events then from the Ulster Hall on Thursday and the Waterfront Hall on Friday, Saturday and Sunday.
Good luck, and good luck to the band representing us, of course, in particular. I'm sure it'll be a great occasion. Right, we're going to hear now from 4 members of this European band brought together especially for the competition. They are Matthew Jenkins, Elizabeth Sawyer, Lucy Forbes and Ludovic Collar. Their conductor is Johnny Corry, and they're going to play something beautiful for us to finish off with. This is the Irish Blessing.
92 to 95 FM.
And 1341 medium wave.
BBC Radio Ulster.
It's 9 o'clock, and with the news, this is Keith Burns.